Okay, this video is about trust and controlling the horse when he's afraid. Synthesizing, or whatever you want to call it, quality of trust. Now, as I said before, there is a big difference between controlling the horse when he's afraid and training the horse not to be afraid. Training is something that all of us can do. Some of us do it in a good way, so it's good. Some of us do it in a bad way, so it's bad. What I want to talk about is the difference between training and real control. Training means each time he's afraid of something, you take time and give him time to get used to it and become more comfortable and relaxed. I want him to get used to this sound, or this move or sound, so he's getting used to it. I want him to know it's not painful by doing it a lot in front of him until he knows that it's not going to hurt him. Now, horses don't think like people. Horses don't think like other animals who attack like dogs and cats. They run away, they react, then think. They act, then think, we think, then act. Or they react, then think, we act, then react. Think, then react. So, a lot of people, of course good riders, try to make the horse trust them more by sacking or whatever you want to call it, by letting him know that they will not use strength, they will give him the rope, restraint, and scare him with a big sack or a big bag or a big bottle, and he's afraid. So he's running away from the scary thing and from the rider who's leading him with the rope or whatever. Now, what they think, what they do, what they will always do is let the horse know that they are not really using any real strength or pure strength with the rope when they are leading the horse, and the scary thing will keep following you until you get used to it. And they move in a slow way, and they do it faster, 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 faster until he gets used to it. Now, what's the problem with that? It's not a bad thing, I know, but it's not a good thing. It did not work, because the idea is not about teaching him about this scary thing, or that scary thing, or this scary thing. The idea is to teach him that if something scares you when I am riding you, or when I am leading you, I am good enough to be trusted. I am worthy enough for your trust. You should trust me and not run away when you are afraid when I ride you. So, if you want that to happen when you are riding him, while leading him, you were not able to do it. How can you do it when you're riding? The fact is, you are not able to stop him when he's afraid. He's bolting, he's running away in the paddock. You move the scary thing slower, he stops. You move it faster, he moves away. You scare him, he runs away. You say ho, he stops. So the relationship between you and the horse is about making the horse get used to the scary thing, which means each time he's afraid of something, he will run away. And that scary thing must stop. Otherwise, he will keep running away. And when you are leading him, you are giving him a loose rope. But when you ride him, and he was afraid, unconsciously you use strength, he will use that against you. He will say, you used strength when I was afraid. So there is a big difference. So it's a real different thing, in my opinion, than controlling him when he's afraid. Controlling him when he's afraid is about this idea. You have the right to be afraid. I don't think that you should be afraid. You think you should be afraid. Let's see which one is correct. Ask the horse, why are you running away? He says, there is a new thing, and the new thing will hurt me. That's why I'm running away. Okay, you tried to run away. I did not use strength. That's why you stopped. You were not able to run away. Now, I made the scary thing touch you, or I made you touch it, and you realized that it did not hurt you. I was right, he was wrong. What's the difference between this method and their method? It's very simple. In this method, when he's afraid, he's not able to run away. Why? Because I did not use strength. And why? Because I did not just let go of the rope. I controlled him by using real trust. I'm not using strength, but again, I'm not letting go of the rein. I'm being with him. When he stops, what's the difference? It's very simple. If he stops when he's afraid, he must touch the scary thing, or the scary thing will touch him. And each time it happens, he will say in his mind, every time I am afraid, and I will try to run away, disagreement will lead to stopping. So I won't be able to run away anyway. And when I stop, every time he says it's not painful, it's not painful. He's not hurting me, the scary thing is not hurting me. So when I ride him, and something new that he sees for the first time comes, What's the problem? You want to run away, you will not able to run away in the first 5 minutes. So try to run away now, you will not be able to, because I will not use strength. Using strength will make you run away, I'm not going to use strength. But again, I will not just let go of the rein. He will stop. And it will not hurt you, and I will not hurt you. So what I did in the paddock worked and made the horse become better when I am riding him. But training the horse means you keep training him. That's why if you just change the size of the scary thing, change the mood of the horse, the bloodline of the horse, the place the horse is at, the size of the scary thing, the color of the scary thing, he will run away. Scare him more with the same scary thing, he will run away. Because the option of running away still exists. Why does it still exist? Because you gave him a reason to. What is that reason? Using strength. Or just letting go of the rope. Because I said before, just letting go of the rope is, let's say, the cousin or the brother or the sister of using strength. Because unconsciously, the ones who just let go of the rein and talk to you when he's afraid, unconsciously they use strength. That's why you see good riders never just let go of the rein and again with their strength. They are being with the horse. Letting go of the rein all the time means you're just an extra weight on the horse. Now, if you say, I ride the horse with a loose rein without anything, without a bridle, without anything, okay, prove what you said to me by showing me. I want you to break a horse, start him from the beginning until the end, in front of me. No bit, no halter, no saddle, no spurs, no whip. Please show me. Don't train him with all the equipments and tools and after 5 years take it all off and say liberty, horsemanship. Are you serious? What I'm talking about is very clear. A horse that you are dealing with for the first time. You use the saddle, you use the spurs, you use the whip, you use the bit, you use the martingale. Then after a lot of experience, a lot of training, he knows you, he has so much experience with you, from you, you take off the equipments one by one after another. In my way, in the beginning, at the end, it's just the bridle or the rope and that's it. So, showing me the final result with one horse is training. It's good, but it's not special. Special means same result with all horses with no exception. Different marks, but same result. Bridle and rope with all the horses. Here, here, here. Bareback. Here, here, here. Total control. Here, here, here. Real trust. Here, here, here. He does not run away when he's afraid. Here, here, here.